Hey guys, real quick, talking about modifying any piece of equipment on your fire apparatus, I please ask you that if you're gonna do anything like this, I mean, we're showing you the abbreviated version of how this was done because a lot of people were asking. The importance of, expensive equipment and doing something like this, please make sure that one, you know how to do it correctly. And two, you have the permission to do it. I'm not taking responsibility for this. You want to do this on your own apparatus. I've gotten a lot of people that have reached out with photos that they already did it and so on. I'm not here to say do it, don't do it. I'm just showing you a method of how it's done so that it's done safely. Hey guys, Jeremy, National Fire Radio. I'm here with my main man, Jason, or Jay, or whatever we're calling you today. Say hello to the camera.
What's up, guys?
So, Jason is the one behind that light-up cue that we showed on one of our social media posts. It was a red cue. It had LED strip lighting inside the cover of the cue siren, lit up. It went bonkers, man. You guys went crazy over it. A lot of people were asking how it was done. So here we are today, man. Jason showed me step by step how to put together the cover and to do it correctly. And so this one, it's blue. It's for the rescue company. So when we're done here, it's gonna get mounted on an undisclosed rescue company somewhere in the continental United States of America. Undisclosed. So here we are, right? So I wanna go over the process real quick. Jason, I'm gonna talk through it. Correct me if I'm wrong because I am not very smart. So I wanna make sure that I have all the steps down pat. So first off, you gotta figure out your cue and the mounting style, right? So if you take the grating off from the cue, right? So this is on the siren, and then you have your cover. This comes off, now you have your cover plate, right? I'm good so far.
Yeah.
Cover plate. You gotta figure out how you want it mounted, right? So if it's pedestal mounted or recessed in the, or if it's recessed in the grill, however you mount this, you wanna know where your power cords need to come out for the lighting, right? So in this case, it's gonna be recessed into the bumper, this one, right?
This one will be, yes.
Yes. So as it's recessed in, we know the power cords need to come out the bottom because the big deal about this is you actually have to physically notch out the cover to allow for the power cords to come out, right?
Make sure you file the edges very good so you do not chafe your wiring.
But once we get there, we notch it out, right? Now this is obviously completed. So once it's notched out, which we showed off, you're then gonna take some acetone.
Starter fluid, brake clean, whatever you like to use.
Whatever you have.
Take oils off.
Get it in there, clean the inside of the cover really well so that your adhesive backing on the LEDs stick.
Yes, and if you do not trust your adhesive, you can always use a clear epoxy, two-part epoxy, and put it on the edges to make sure that it stays good.
Because the big issue is this, inside this siren is a very fast spinning mechanism that if this comes loose and gets hung up in there, you're gonna have some real big problems and you're gonna have to explain what happened. And you don't wanna have to do that.
And I'm not responsible.
None of us are responsible. So the issue is this, use good LEDs, use strong backing, use a reputable LED company, and
yes.
This is marine grade.
This is marine, so it could get wet, it could get, I don't know, mud, whatever you guys got.
Right. So keep that in mind. So once you line that up, you size it up, you're gonna pull back the adhesive, you're gonna stick it in, and then you wanna follow the line because this is recessed into the cover, and so you wanna see where that sits so that it doesn't interfere.
Yes, ours is about a 1/2 inch. Their newer style covers are actually shallower, so it is more tricky. This is an older style cover, so it is a little bit more forgiving.
And so once you do that, off to the races. Now we have our power cords. We take our power cords, we bring them out the notch that was cut in earlier. We put some shrink tubing on that, heat gun, shrink it down, right?
That's it.
Beautiful. Then what you need to do is we use some type of metallic or aluminum tape, if you will, like appliance tape, dryer vent type adhesive tape, and we put that on the back end. You have to tape down the wires because if you don't, what's gonna happen?
This wire will slide up and it will get caught in that rotating assembly in there and it will not look good.
It will not look good. So once we do that, you adhesive this down, power wires are out in the shrink tubing. All that comes left is hooking up your power. In this case, what did we use? We used an electrical.
We used an old Deutsch connector here. You can use butt connectors, you can use whatever style plugs you guys prefer. I personally like Deutsch.
Some lube on the wires.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Big thing you want to do is when this cover is on, okay, you're going to zip tie this very, very close to here to tuck your wires up. And then the rest of it will come out of the grommet underneath your bumper or however you're going to run your wires.
Once you have that done, you hook up your power, you turn the switch on, You got a bunch of happy little firemen with a glowing Q. Apparatus innovations, it's vanity, but it's company pride. Jeremy, my friend Jason, National Fire Radio.